What's up and good morning, guys? Welcome back to another video. We got a bunch of stuff going on today, some good, some bad, but a truck we haven't really talked about or even touched in a long time is not any of my three back here. It is actually the probably most obnoxious vehicle I've ever purchased in my life, and that is my fire truck. Now, I know a lot of you have been asking me, Ryan, why isn't this thing out at the ranch yet? Why haven't you done anything with it? What are your plans with it? And we've got a couple differing plan ideas. I'm not exactly sure the route we're gonna go, but the main reason it's not out at the ranch yet is, number one, I don't have any fire hoses for it. Number two, I have no idea how to run the pumps in the back. I'm sure we can figure out. A lot of you actually reached out, and I know a couple of you were local. If you reached out and I didn't respond, please send me another email and let's figure out how to use this thing. And I need some fire hoses, so we got to figure that out too. But the main reason it's not out at the ranch yet is I don't want to leave this outside. And I mean, it's clearly outside here, but I don't want a bunch of rats and stuff to get in it, tear it up, eat up all the wiring or anything like that. And then when you go to use it, it doesn't work. So until we build a building for it, I don't know if it's going to be out at the ranch anytime soon. Now, I also haven't been doing anything with it because, well, the batteries are dead. It does have a battery disconnect, which I've left disconnected. And the weird thing is, though, check this out. Oh, okay, maybe it's not even, oh, there we go, there we go. So even with the battery disconnect, for some reason, these little searchlights, spotlights, whatever it may be, come on. So there's something weird with the battery disconnect that's allowing it to still draw power somewhere. Oh, well, I guess even these lights come on. Okay. What up, bro?
I heard someone talking. I'm like, where the hell is that? How you doing?
What up, dude? So we got two batteries on this thing. Everybody, obviously, Eli Innovating Battery Solutions, always coming to save the day with batteries for me. They're the big boys.
And then the other one's on the outside, right?
Yep, it's matching. Can you carry these batteries, Eli? Damn, what do these things weigh? 100 pounds?
These are like 110, around like 110 pounds.
Oh, dude, we can curl those, Eli. Come on.
Oh, dude.
Not only is Eli coming to save the day on my fire truck, but he's coming to save the day on Chris's truck because, well, Chris's battery is having issues on his truck. Chris's truck, I think at this point is 5 years old, and with his sound system, with everything, batteries go out. So Chris's truck's gonna be getting batteries replaced. Hopefully it'll, let's see. Oh no, that's my truck. Got enough to unlock, maybe. Maybe not. Okay. Chris's truck is dead. Like, we don't even have any lights coming on in here. There's a weird ticking. There's a bomb in here. What's he got, a wiring mess to that bad boy? Easy day, Eli. Dude, and it's a little time to filter cleaning there, Chris.
I just wanted to make sure I didn't, like, we messed something up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it just seems like...
You want to start with the fire truck? We don't got to do none of this crazy stuff with the fire truck. It's
I want to do this one first because this is the
craziness.
Yeah. Well, it's an external power source.
All right.
And I know you know Noco. You already know him. They make this and a bigger one. So what it is, it's some newer vehicles require you to have a power source inside the vehicle before disconnecting anything.
Gotcha.
Because once you disconnect that and you didn't do this, you'll lose memory. Well, every vehicle you're gonna lose the memory, but some of them require codes, and it's a pain in the rear end if I don't do that for them.
These are the joys of having a stereo system installed. 42 nuts and bolts to get a battery out. That's why we call it BEST, Innovating Battery Solutions.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep giving Eli plugs today because he's definitely working for it today. I've never really looked under the hood of Chris's truck. I didn't realize it was that big of a fan. I honestly thought the fire truck, Eli was gonna be like, oh man,
that's nothing.
But that's no big deal with the fire truck over there.
Fire truck is a snap, dude.
Get it, Eli. Get it, Eli. Get your battery claw. All right, battery's in. Let's see if she fires up. Dang, she's back in action, ladies and gentlemen. All right, next up, we gotta get the fire truck back in action. All right, let me grab these batteries here, bud. I got you. We're gonna need us a bigger battery grabber. Here, I'll grab the handle. Good Lord, bro. These things are heavy. So,
that will fit both of them on.
So what type of batteries are these, Eli? Why are they so massive?
They're 8Ds. This is like, it's considered a commercial application.
Right.
And the reason they're so massive is because back in the days, technology was like a caveman back in the days.
Yeah.
Now, to get the same power you want out of this, you can get it out of a smaller battery.
Gotcha.
But you know how they say some things are, if it's not broken, don't fix it.
Right.
So this is the exact same thing for that. And then at the same time, buses and boats and tugboats and like RVs and stuff like that, they still use the same battery because it's cheaper to make than to to go with the smaller battery because it's more expensive.
Now you guys will notice on this truck, and you're probably thinking it already, why don't you have it hooked up to a battery tender or anything like that? The batteries, I think, were already shot before it got here. But you can see there is a hookup here for a Noco battery tender on this side, and then if we go over to Dedic's side over there, a plug to a giant charger that is, hold on, let's get up in there. You can see the charger on the back there, but for whatever reason, that charger is no longer hooked up to anything. So yeah, so for whatever reason, that battery charger in there is not hooked up, which would be the shore power that they would hook it up to in the firehouse. Again, maybe there's something wrong with it, I don't know, so I don't want to re-hook it up and that be wrong. So I'm either gonna reuse the Noco battery tenders, little hookup that they got there, or I just go buy a whole new battery tender setup for this thing.
Oh, you're right.
Easy day, easy day. Yeah, the fire truck's easy. All right, y'all, let's see if she fires up. Brakes are on, everything's good. We're in neutral. Woo! She's alive. Dang, son. All right, guys, I'm excited to have this thing back. We got air pressure, Dedic. Oh, we're all pressured up. Let's see. We got air brakes. Let's take this bad boy for a spin. She ain't moved in a long time.
Do I got a headlight switch too? What's down there?
I think that is a...
That's for the air horn.
I don't know.
Or something else, maybe
No.
the siren?
That's the air horn.
Yeah, maybe it was the siren, like when someone you can't...
No, that's all right there. Dedic's been in here for 3 seconds. He's already turned it apart.
You have to.
This thing needs a backup camera.
Yeah, it does. We can get one of those.
All right, back into drive here. Forgot how much fun this thing is. Also forgot how big it is.
When you hang out with your ex again?
Yeah. I also forgot how loud it is in here. If y'all are new to the channel, you may not know, this was my first government auction website purchase. It was all downhill from there. They'll just let anybody drive those things nowadays.
We're reliving the village people.
Well, now that all the vehicles are happy and have fresh batteries, we can head over to the warehouse, and this is where things are gonna get interesting. Ooh, Sergio. I think we should have used coolant.
You think so?
Clearly, she's a little rusty. You guys have been asking a lot about the CNC plasma table. Clearly, you can see it's kind of been in the corner of Sergio's shop. We've all been very busy. Actually, this thing did serve its purpose because Sergio needed it to prototype.
Oh yeah.
And his prototypes came out great. And then at that point, he outsourced a lot of the cutting on some of his stuff. Because
I found a place where you can send the file and they will cut it by laser.
Yeah.
So that's...
laser's much cleaner. Doesn't leave all the slag on the back of a cut. This is ideal for prototyping because we can like infinitely change designs on the fly within minutes. And then once you get your prototype done, you can then send your file out. So that's why kind of the reason this whole table was purchased. But right now, Dedic needs to borrow the plasma cutter, which is that piece right there. And luckily, this all separates, so you can use just the plasma cutter with the hand torch on it right there. Because we're going to continue Dedic's hitch build today. You got one shot at this, Dedic.
You got one shot to not miss a chance to blow.
So Dedic's kind of contemplating how he wants to make this hitch look more custom, not just like it's a piece of angle iron and some square tubing. I'm a little worried he wants to overdo it, so he's kind of going back and forth in his head right now of cutting this angle here out of the angle. Obviously, there's going to be some plating going on, basically some gussets. If that happens, which clearly I think he's just decided right now in his head, he's going to cut this line right here with the plasma. Why not a grinder since everything else is pretty much grinder cut? I don't know. But all of a sudden, now we're going to use the plasma when we're almost done. He also wants to try and freehand it instead of putting a straight edge. So.
What?
Yeah, look at Sergio. Even Sergio doesn't know about that. I think he should practice before he ruins his hitch. He worked hard on this, but we're going to find out. What's the thought process right now, Dedic?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Here, look. We got you some glasses.
Just don't look at it.
You say just don't look at it? Just like your welds, keep your eyes closed and they look better? You can practice on your square though.
I was like goofy as hell. Turn that around. Turn your camera around.
Safety first, boys. Safety first. All right, let's do a test cut here. Sure you don't want to use a grinder? So for whatever reason, when Dedic uses it, it cuts off.
Doesn't like me.
He doesn't like Dedic, but I can get it to cut the full cycle here.
What happened?
I'm just gonna keep trying on that until
that works.
No, you're just going for it. Okay. Probably dial it in before you just go for it.
Shouldn't have done this. Oh well, too late. Can't back down now.
We can still get a grinder. Yikes. So I'm going outside, buddy. I don't want to see the poor guy's heart broken when he looks at his nice hitch that he just kind of destroyed. Well, I like it better now. It's kind of like a little ramp.
Yeah. Well, I promise it'll clean up. In 1/4 inch, you can make things happen.
Well, looking a little better on this side.
Yeah.
We'll say that new workboard shirt looks great, though. All right, we'll give Dedek credit. Second time looks a lot better than the first time.
Oh, for sure. We're not even gonna talk about the second time. The first time. We're gonna do some work on that.
Okay.
This one, that's easy cleanup. We'll be good. It's amazing how positive he is.
Now that the hitch itself is cut, Dedek's gonna cut out his little gusset plates. Now, if you guys have been following the channel for any extended period of time with this truck, you guys know this truck is eternally cursed. It just is. From almost catching on fire from the factory amp that really shouldn't even have been hooked up anymore because we've been running aftermarket stereo for like years, to the right after I get it done getting back from paint, or actually before that, right when I get it back from getting Line-X amp paint, somebody drives up underneath my tailgate, scratches the tailgate, has to get repainted. Then a couple weeks later, somebody decides to throw a baseball right into the side of it.
Brakes went out twice.
Brakes went out twice.
Alternator bracket broke.
Lost steering when the alternator bracket broke. This thing's been cursed. So, as you guys know, Zach's been working on it here, getting the fuel system fixed and actually upgraded with the e-fuel system that's going in right there and looks awesome. But last night we were up on the little scaffolding plank here, and it kind of slipped like that, which made Zach kind of slip, and then
We lost a piece of hardware in the motor.
so
Which basically, I didn't sleep at all last night. I've been up for probably 24 hours just thinking about it, thinking about it, and thinking about it. And, I'm one, hey man, like I've done this a long time, and you know, shit happens.
Yeah.
You know, you slip, you put your hand down the bolt, and it bounced, and fell right in the hole.
So Zach's been freaked out that I was gonna be mad about it, but again, like, we live in the real world, things happen, like, all right, what's it gonna take to fix it? And then that text came back with, well, if we don't fish it out, we're pulling the motor. Which again, like, you could be like, oh my God, that sounds horrible. Or I'm like, that sounds like kind of a cool opportunity to paint the motor, something cool, but hopefully that's not happening.
I hope not.
So
now I found it's at the very bottom of the pan, which is a good thing. And technically, it doesn't matter if it's there. It'll never move. It is baffled. It'll never, you know, get tossed up into the rotating assembly. But peace of mind, I would like to remove that.
Yeah.
For an object.
So he just had his camera in there. What does this thing cost? Because I got one from Milwaukee that costs probably like a quarter or a tenth of what this costs.
Honestly, I have no idea what that one costs.
I feel like at some point you just stop asking the pricing.
I do just quit asking.
If anybody needs a prostate exam, or well, maybe that's just a finger. If anybody needs to see what's going on further up in there, Zach's got you.
This one goes, the camera's out the front and out the side.
Oh, we got two cameras? So he was just up in there scoping the oil pan, and we think we found it.
It looks like I found it. At the very bottom, which is a very good thing. It means it's not stuck on the baffle. So, gotta get the old flashlight and flexi magnet and see if I can get all the way.
Oh, we're going fishing?
Yeah, legitimately going fishing.
All right, we got our camera going here. What do we see, Doctor? Is it twins?
There it is.
Oh, yep.
That looks like a bolt to me.
It looks like a bolt. It's got a good shoulder on it.
Yeah, it ought to be fun.
Now guys, you know I always look for the silver lining in something, and there is good news here. Good news is, I used to not change my oil regularly enough and end up running low on oil. This bad boy's getting 2 oil changes in a month now. So obviously we had to drain the oil. So the issue, Zach just informed me, the shoulder on the bolt is too big to fit out the drain hole. Zach's a lot smarter than me. I don't know how you get something too big out of too small of a hole, but...
Find a bigger hole.
Oh, you find a bigger hole?
Yeah.
Where would a bigger hole be?
Right there.
Oh.
The old dipstick hole.
Welding in dirt. Don't.
This is Dedek. Of all the places to weld, you go in the pile of dirt.
It started here.
Okay.
And then like as I moved the piece around, yeah.
Dedek welding in dirt. short shorts, and sandals.
I got my nickname Dirtbag Daddy from.
All right. It's looking a lot better than I thought after those cuts, though. I'll give you that. And protect my camera. Can you see it? I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and I know I give Dedek a lot of crap, but I'm also very proud of Dedek for how far he's come on this thing. I didn't think he was gonna be able to clean up those plasma cuts as well as he did, but that looks killer, buddy.
Yeah, I'm super stoked. I actually kind of like that I did the profile. It's gonna look cool. Like if you look underneath the truck looking that way, because that's what you're gonna see.
So obviously this is facing the front of the truck. This is gonna be the rear. You're not really gonna see these wings.
It's gonna be mounted like this, facing that way. So if you look underneath the truck, you're gonna see these. I think it's gonna make it look a little more clean, hide some things. It's just all around gonna look way better, I think.
Nice.
Like I said, I think I'm just gonna do this coming straight out, mainly because yeah, I could do the same thing, but one, I think that's gonna add a little more strength to it. And you're not gonna see this because this is where the flatbed comes in like that. Yep. So this all tucks in. You would physically, like, you really wouldn't even be able to see it. You would have to like just feel for it, and knowing if you're doing that much, you're touching my truck too much. Actually, I think the receiver just got in, so I'm probably gonna go pick that up too. And then I'm gonna show you my plans for how I'm gonna gusset that in, because I think it's pretty cool.
Zach, how are we looking? You need an extra set of hands?
So far, not so good.
Not so good?
Get there, down there, but I don't know if I can make the turn. It's sitting right here.
Can we bend that magnet?
So that's
or it's got to go around.
So I'm thinking if I'm gonna untape it from the camera and put it in there and see if I can see it through there, and then maybe I can get like a piece of the wire or something and just kind of kick it over to the magnet.
All right, y'all, we're about to teamwork this. Shout out to Renegade Products Mega Shine rubber vinyl and plastic dressing. Got Big Red here all cleaned up after Dedek's truck has puked about all of its fluids onto this thing. I'm coming, buddy. I don't know if there's room for two of us, but I'm coming. You ever think about putting this thing on the lift?
Yeah, I was actually looking at that.
Then we could actually like stand up underneath it and do some stuff. We're going back to fishing here. Our camera ink scoping.
Come on, get in there.
I mean, it doesn't help that dark black liquid is squirting on the camera every time. Oh, I see it.
So there it is.
I see it. I see it again, Zach. So the problem is right now it's too far from the dipstick hole, right?
Well, so I think with the magnet, that was like, I think I'm gonna use that, and it's hard as shit to see in there because you know it's black. So
Yeah.
it's got no fucking light at all. Camera only works so good.
Dedek, we need a super strong magnet. You got one lying around? What if we cut a bigger drain plug into the bottom of this?
We can do that.
All right, so we're got the camera in from the bottom drain hole. Zach's gonna try and go in from the dipstick hole there with the magnet. Again, the goal is if we can get it out here, we're good. Otherwise, oil pan's got to come off, which means engine's got to come out.
I'm either in there or we're
What's
bound at somewhere.
It's not that. That looks like. Oh, what if I move it? Where's that? That's it. That's it.
So,
All right. Hold on.
so there's the magnet in. We need it
Oof.
to go.
Yeah, the magnet's not gonna bend that way.
It's right, like legitimately right. Okay, so know where that's at.
So where are we bolt wise?
Bolt is
Magnet's over here, right?
bolt's like right here, and the magnet's over here.
So we gotta get
All
it
the
to
way in the
walk
corner.
that way.
So we gotta get it to come.
Grab that welding magnet, see if it'll do it. Also, is the magnet strong enough to grab the bolt? So right now we're trying to use that magnet to drag the bolt to where the other magnet is facing. I don't see it moving at all. Are you sure it's over there? We need some rare earth magnets, and I have one at my house.
I went to go look to try to find one of the flexible copper magnets that I conveniently didn't grab. So maybe I need to go back to the yard and grab that, because we can bend that, send it in there, grab the ball.
We gotta go back and visit our buddy Sergio, see if he's got any magnets or grabbers. Meanwhile, Dedek's filling up some diesel over here. What do you?
It's a long story.
Okay. Spilling some diesel. All right, whatever. We'll worry about that later. All right, Sergio, let's see if you can save the day, buddy. We need all the magnets you got. Well, it's bendy. That's good.
And you can also pull the.
What's it got? Oh, we need that. That's what we need, Sergio. All right. We're looking good. Now we also need like a super strong magnet. Sergio, you got Rona, dog? No. Zach, I got us some weapons here, buddy. I got us a couple grabbies. This one's a grabby and a Maggie. And then, I don't know if this is super strong, but we could try it. Sergio's got some little magnets there in his hand. The fun part, Sergio, it's down here, buddy. Oh, shit. You get to come down here if you want to play this game. So the bolt's about right here. But when you come in from the top, where the dipstick is, so we don't have a bendy one, so it ends up like straight lining to there. So we need to move the bolt from there to there.
Do I need to move it more? Because I can probably actually scoot it to the left more.
Turn it to counterclockwise. Yeah, I would go that way a little bit more.
That's like direct 90 in this corner.
Yeah.
So it's like right here. I can probably get it over there.
Hey,
That would help a lot.
we're trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Y'all found me, finally. Alright, so now Dedic's trying to move it just a little bit in the oil pan there, because basically there's the dipstick tube on the side. We've got a straight shot of any tool to get in there. So we gotta make sure that bolt is in a spot that we can get that straight shot into. Chris, do you concur?
Yep.
Alright, working hard over there? Yep. We're all getting very well acquainted right now. Chris, show the screen right now. We have it on the end of a magnet. Right up in there, in between my arms. Can you see the screen there? Can you see it? Down, point down. See it moving on the tag. Why is the camera coming weird? I'm just gonna go for it. Should I just go for it?
Yeah. I mean,
Alright, we're just going for it.
just go slow, I guess.
Stay attached to the magnet. Please stay attached to the magnet. That's all I ask. Just stay attached. Slow and steady wins this race, boys. Come on, baby. I don't know what that sound was. No! We had it right to the top, about to come out the hole, and it fell. Now we gotta find it again. It's probably gonna be closer to me now. Problem is we got vice grips right at the little hole here on the dipstick side, holding a plug on the inside, so we can't get rid of the vice grips. So everything magnetized sticks to everything, and it's kind of a pain in the butt to get out the hole. Okay, y'all. I don't know if you can see that on screen right there. That is my grabber. Has grabbed it.
The grabber has grabbed. Dude, you missed your calling, man.
I should have been a fisherman, huh? Alright. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna set this camera down. Y'all don't realize how crucial this is and the fact that I'm filming this, okay? And I only got 1 minute left on my memory card. Now we go blind.
You
And
mother.
then, ladies and gentlemen, that's how you get a bolt out! Yeah! Woo!
Teamwork.
Yeah, buddy!
Oh.
Alright, you can sleep tonight.
Oh.
What a day.
Wow, dude.
It has legit been all day. I don't know if you guys can see outside, or you probably can't because there's guys over there and the door's not open, but it's dark now. This has been all day.
Yeah. I've been up for 24 hours, legitimately contemplating going to Mexico.
I don't think you guys realize how sketchy that was for a minute there. How relieved I am, but I was nowhere near as stressed as this guy was about that bolt being in there. I'm glad we could get that out. It was a pain in the butt getting down in there, and then there was a chance we could have lost it, but this is what we do. I'm like, Zach, don't move, I gotta grab the camera. We gotta keep them updated.
For those of you that don't know, you're mid like, hey, don't move, and like, crap, somebody grab the camera.
It's usually how it goes around here. That's why I always tell you guys, like, you can't work and hold a camera at the same time. We never would have been able to get that while holding a camera. We decided Zach needed a little break from working on the OBS. Dedic and Chris and Snow are back here cleaning. Dedic's trying to park my sweeper over here and not knock everything over.
It's perfect. Look at that pork job. Ideal. Don't check the cameras.
Should I look at the cameras?
Just don't check the cameras where I backed into my bike and the whole thing fell over.
You know what I like but don't like? Like the fact that Dedic sweeps Milwaukee tools into a pile of trash.
Well,
And I think
They're all
I
mine.
think is that your
yeah, that's mine.
That's your hacksaw?
Yeah, that's my hacksaw. Because then I organize which is in tool.
Picks that pile up and throws it on another.
No, because the way I do it is I know which.
Like this, look. Just
I know
Everything
what
goes in a box.
No, I know what goes in each drawer, so I organize it by each drawer and then do one drawer at a time.
If y'all been watching my Instagram for the last, I don't know, couple of days, there's a lot of shenanigans going on in the shop here that we can't really put on the old YouTubes. And then we just top it off by a dinner full of wieners tonight. I'm not sure what's going on around here, Chris. Would you like to explain?
No.
So we've gone from one issue today to some Dmax stuff going on over here. What's happening, buddy? How we looking? Everything okay? You look upset.
No, it's just I'm not getting, I don't think my alternator's charging, so I might have a bad alternator. That's why it's been rough to start every time lately.
All right, y'all. So Dedek's got his receiver, just came in the mail. It's just mocked up right now, but looking clean, buddy.
I love how everything just, that's all you're gonna see. It's just that. It's gonna be super tucked up, super sleek.
So let's take a look underneath with how he kind of custom tapered the ends there of his hitch. Ooh, look at that. That looks good, man. That looks good. I'm not gonna lie, I was second guessing it was gonna be too much, but I think it's good.
Yeah, I think doing it the other way would have just looked too like boxy, like I didn't want to really plan anything out. This is just gonna look super simple, super clean.
And then again, this is gonna be the receiver.
Oh, there'll be more than enough room because it's basically from that back corner. So this back corner to this front corner where that's where my gusset's gonna be. So it's gonna be at a 45.
Gotcha.
And they're gonna be way far enough back. Like, it's gonna be more than enough room to get a pin in there, chains in there, no problem.
Critical thinking right here. These are gonna be the chain hooks.
Oh, well, actually, let's talk about this. So this is the bracing I was talking about that I'm gonna do.
Right.
I figured if this thing's already gonna be as bomb-proof as it is, why not support it even more? So there's gonna be one on the back side and one on the front side, and it's literally the perfect amount of gap to where there's about an 1/8 inch, and that's where the back plate. So it's gonna be tucked in just behind it, and there's gonna be another one just like that going that way.
All right.
And then there's even gonna be these that come in like this for the chain hooks. So this thing's gonna be supported in more than enough ways.
It's gonna be the strongest thing on the truck.
Yeah, I think so.
Stronger than the frame.
Yeah, honestly, this thing's insane. But yeah, so my next question is right now is these that I've already cut out.
Right.
They're gonna go roughly there. Of course, I gotta figure out my spacing with my pinhole. Do I wanna round it off or do I just wanna put an edge to it?
I mean, you've done the opposite of everything I said so far, and it's kind of looked good.
You're
So
gonna say the rounded.
I like the rounded.
No, actually, that was my first.
I think for those, especially because it'll match your hole that you're putting in it for the chains.
Yeah, you're right. So the round was actually the first one I drew up, and then I threw the straight in there just because one, it'd be easier to cut out.
All right.
And two, I was like, we'll see what it looks like. Honestly, with the bandsaw, that wouldn't be too hard either to do.
Now, unfortunately, Dedek is out of wire, so this is as far as that's getting tonight. But the great news of the day is we got the bolt out of the 7.3. We don't got to pull the engine or leave the bolt in there and then just wait for like an imminent fail where eventually it gets sucked up in because the screen fails or something. I drive down a lot of bumpy roads and I don't want that thing bouncing around in there and something bad ends up happening and we lose an engine. So we were fully prepared to pull this engine if we couldn't fish that thing out. Hopefully, this is the end of the curse on the 7.3. I don't know because we got a lot of parts to go on that thing. We got that whole box of parts from our buddies over at Banks. We got more Banks parts over there. But with that, we're going to wrap up. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not subscribed already, please click the subscribe button now. They do not miss out on any future content. Don't forget to give this video a like, a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out workforapparel.com. We got a ton of new designs over there. Y'all are the best. I'm out. Derek! Oh, hold on. You're running away? Can't hide in this big, loud truck.
I got that real lope tune now.
Yeah.
I forgot. I gotta get a new alternator.
This is what you get for taking stickers off the windshield.
You heard the pump kick on?
Yeah. You know we could push it.
I'm over it.
We could just push it. We've been pushing this thing for months. What, are you just gonna leave it hanging out the shop?
Yeah.
Just say roll the outro.
Oh, you actually been recording this whole time?
Yeah.
Roll the outro.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah.